This is KGW News at Sunrise.
Coming up this hour, a former Blazer charged with first-degree rape. We're not only covering the charges this morning, but also why this case took nearly 3 years to come to light.
And Portlanders sounded off last night about the city's upcoming budget. Coming up, the pushback against the millions of dollars in cuts that could affect things like Portland Fire and the city's mobile mental health crisis team.
Well, that's one way to enter. Not the recommended way. A grand entrance through the ceiling of this Northwest Portland restaurant. It ended with a stolen safe and a cash register. Coming up, more details on how the thief in this case got into that ceiling in the first place as police continue to look for him.
Yeah, so crazy. What a way to make an entrance. Hey, glad you're here with us on a Thursday. We are almost to Friday, guys.
We are, aren't we?
Yeah, and beautiful weather to go with it.
That's what the calendar is suggesting anyway.
Yes, 67 yesterday. Today's still really nice. We're just not going to see the sun that we had yesterday. Here's the Pacific satellite picture. A reminder, we have this system offshore. Still looks like it's going to bring some rain to you folks in Astoria later this afternoon, and still looks like we'll see some showers move in this evening up and down the I-5 corridor, Salem, Portland, up into Vancouver. But between now and then, getting to work, driving back home from work, all should be dry here in the Rose City. We're at 46 degrees, much warmer than 24 hours ago. Remember yesterday we were talking about temperatures in the 30s and we had some freezing spots. Not the case this morning. Well, we'll look for some filtered sun or partly sunny skies this morning. Eventually we'll lose any sun brightness and it will just be overcast. I have us 57 at noon and 64 for the high. Our models show the first raindrops in Portland as early as 8 o'clock this evening. Here's Chris.
Okay, Rod, let's take it to I-5 and the Markham Bridge, and actually right at the transition from I-5 southbound to 405. So this is mid-span, lower deck. We had a report of a stalled vehicle there a couple of minutes ago. It looks like that is cleared, and the drive on that side of town looks good, as it does on the west side. Highway 26 approaching the Sylvan Hill, pretty wide open, lots of elbow room out there for you. And I-205 on the east side of Vancouver. This is up near SR 500. Remember, they're doing that ramp meter installation for those I-205 southbound on-ramps throughout the day today, continuing until about 5 o'clock. So maybe some delays later, but guys, no problems on the freeways right now.
Okay, thank you, Chris. Today, the Multnomah County Board of Commissioners is expected to approve funding for a community housing village in the Montavilla neighborhood. It's been a couple years in the making now. The village will sit on the corner of Southeast 82nd and Oak. It will include 29 pods with enough space for 40 people. The county owns the land and it'll be operated by the nonprofit Straightway Services. The project could break ground later this summer and open as soon as late December.
A pilot program that pairs police officers with outreach workers in downtown Portland is expanding and getting more money. So this program launched in December, and it's all designed to help people who are caught using drugs in public get access to more help.
Our Devin Haskins is live outside the Mercy Corps building downtown. Devin, this new money gives that program office space there.
Yeah, it does. So part of that money will go to leasing office space here at Mercy Corps' downtown headquarters. It'll create like a central hub for coordinating those outreach efforts. The pilot program, as you said, started in December, will now expand to cover all of downtown's Portland Central City. It pairs officers from the Portland Police Bureau's bike squad with outreach workers and peer support specialists to offer help to people found using drugs in public. The first year of the expansion will cost roughly $683,000, funded equally by the City of Portland, Multnomah County, and the State of Oregon. Among the items the funding also covers will include 4 outreach workers and a new vehicle to support those outreach efforts. County leaders say the expansion comes at the request of the Unified Command for the current tri-government fentanyl emergency. Outreach services will come from the Mental Health and Addiction Association of Oregon. It's a nonprofit that operates the county's Homeless Day Center in downtown and has been offering peer support for the pilot program. Now, the funding still needs approval from both the county and city governments, but will cover costs for a full calendar year once it's approved. Back to you.
All right, Devin Haskins reporting live for us this morning in downtown Portland. Now to another program crucial to addressing Portland's drug and homeless crisis. It could face budget cuts next year, so the city is trying to cut costs in the face of a $20 million budget deficit. They've zeroed in on several city bureaus and programs, including Portland Street Response. The team, headed up by Portland Fire, was created specifically to respond to mental health emergencies. The city is proposing a $3 million cut, with a lot of reaction from the community during a public forum last night.
Let the Portland Police focus on their mission of public safety, and Portland Street Response focus on helping people who are in crisis.
People of Portland, your constituents, want more Portland Street Response, not less.
Meanwhile, the Portland Fire Bureau overall is sitting on an $11 million deficit. The president of the Portland Fire Association says any cuts could seriously cripple the Bureau's ability to operate.
If you remove firefighters from the fire station and close engines, close trucks, you're simply exacerbating that problem throughout the city. It's going to have a ripple effect all across Portland.
Mayor Wheeler has yet to present the full picture to City Council. That is going to happen later this month. If you are interested in weighing in on this, there will be 2 more public forums. The next one is this Saturday at 10 a.m.
Now to an update to a story we told you about yesterday. The 15-year-old accused of hitting a man in the head with a skateboard in downtown Gresham has turned himself into police. Investigators say Sunday evening a group of teens was harassing 58-year-old Terry Poulter when surveillance video shows one of them attacked him. Poulter went to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The accused teen was with his parents when he turned himself in and is in a juvenile detention facility facing a charge of second-degree assault.
Meanwhile, police still looking for this man, Harold Delaney, who's wanted for a murder that happened in February in the St. John's neighborhood of North Portland. Police say he shot and killed 57-year-old Charles Hassel at a bar on North Lombard Street. Delaney is considered armed and dangerous. Crime Stoppers of Oregon is offering a $2,500 reward for any information that leads to an arrest.
And former Trailblazer Ben McLemore is facing rape and several other charges. McLemore was arraigned in Clackamas County Court yesterday. Lake Oswego police say the assault happened in October of 2021 during McLemore's one season with the Blazers. Police investigated the case at the time, but say the case took so long to make it to court because McLemore moved out of state and began playing overseas. A grand jury indicted him in February of this year. Yesterday, the judge ordered him to have no contact with the victim and set bail at $500,000. He's due back in court July 1st.
That is not the front entrance, nor is it the back entrance, but that is the entrance this thief used to get into Top Burmese Joy on Northwest 23rd last weekend. Police say that man in the surveillance video and a group of other suspects took off with a safe and a cash register filled with thousands of dollars.
The burglars actually came through the MT store, cafe right next to it, and they used a saw, electric saw, to actually cut through the drywall and then got through the ceiling. It fell through the ceiling, literally.
That's the owner of the restaurant group behind Top Burmese. Police say the thieves broke into the former Starbucks next door. They climbed through the ceiling, cut a hole to get into the restaurant, and crash landed into the kitchen. The suspects still haven't been found, so anyone with information about this should contact Portland Police.
Man, how the heck do you think of that kind of entrance?
I mean,
Criminal mind Rod Hill with the answer.
I mean, the troubling thing is these are obviously, to your point, those are smart, very motivated thieves. And let's hope they catch them.
Yeah.
I'm okay with talking about the weather forecast.
All right, here we go. We have clouds offshore with a weather system. It's going to bring thickening cloud cover during the day today and eventually some rain, and I'll show you a futurecast in a moment. So this morning, if we get some filtered sun, we'll consider ourselves lucky. I think eventually the clouds will just thicken up on us. But during the daytime hours up and down I-5 will be dry, and it's really going to be a nice day. It's quite a bit warmer this morning than it was 24 hours ago. 46 out at the airport, 42 in Salem, 40 in the Dalles, low 40s at the coast. 39 in Bend, where it was freezing yesterday. The only freezing spot right now on the map is Baker City at 30 degrees. So here's your day. 10 o'clock this morning, we're all dry. These could be clouds that are thin enough for some filtered sun, but again, eventually they'll thicken up. Here's 4 p.m. this afternoon. Now we've got rain approaching Astoria and Long Beach, and then this evening, here we are at 8:30, rain showers, or maybe just some rain actually, starting to approach the I-5 corridor, and some rain up into Longview. Weather models don't show much. They show Portland getting anywhere from just 5/100ths of an inch to at most about 1/10 of an inch of rain out of everything I'm showing you here. Here's tomorrow morning, some showers scattered in the area, and it still looks like the best chance of any widespread shower activity will be Friday morning, and then much drier weather coming in the afternoon. Although there will be a lingering rain chance. There's a low that drops to our south, but the return flow of the winds around the low pushes showers up to the north. Here we are at 3 o'clock tomorrow. There's some heavy showers along the Cascades. And then even in the evening, this shows some showers trying to track up the coast range, and maybe there's something in Albany or Salem, or even a shower threat in parts of the Portland metro area. Again, most of us would be dry. And I want to show you the wider Futurecast movie because the flow pattern around this low is interesting to see. So this is Thursday at 5:30. And then tomorrow, you can see there are scattered showers and thunderstorms central and eastern areas. Here's a circulation around that low off of California. I want to show you right here. This is, let me look at the clock. This is Saturday at 4:30. That, if it comes true, is a huge thunderstorm cluster around Sun River, Bend, Mount Jefferson, and maybe some of this would migrate back into parts of the Willamette Valley. So while the forecast for the majority of the west side of our state is still all dry this weekend, realize the modeling is trying to throw thunderstorms up into our region. And if they start crawling up the Cascades Saturday, then we would need to keep an eye on the sky for the chance of some of that pushing back into the valley. For today, it's the late afternoon rain coming to the coast, low to mid 50s. Not much wind. Winds are continuing to be pretty light, partly sunny to cloudy. The evening showers here in the valley we talked about with highs getting 60 or better. Saturday, 69. We'll watch for those Cascade thunderstorms. Sunday, all dry, 65. Then the cooler weather still expected to start next week, and that is your forecast.